The idea of standing up one-to-one against each other makes us strong. So the strong will survive. And that is a true picture of what we see. But if we talk of God and talk of peace, I think that we are contradicting our practical life or what is real to something which is not real. Because to achieve real peace, we are not getting it from the book, but we know how to achieve real peace. In fact, there are a few people that has demonstrated it, and we've seen. But even after they did that, people were not willing. It's just the nature of people. We're not willing to continue with his strategy of keeping peace. And look at the violence that the Hindus and the Muslims had to go through. Even up to today, the Hindus and the Muslims still fight. In India, Pakistan is, as a result of this fighting, Pakistan is separate from India. It was part of India. Because the Muslims are striking. They feel they have to get the Hindus were cheating on them. Because the people of the Hindus see Rajiv Gandhi as more of a Hindu man. So they think that's their father, and somehow they were disrespecting the people and the Muslims. And what has Rajiv Gandhi got to do with that? Nothing. It is just the queer mentality and the low life of people causing that kind of thing. How can anybody like Rajiv Gandhi, he tried to do his best, how can he reach out to these people? He fasted. He did all he had to do to stop them, to keep the idea into their mind that they should be very peaceful. They should stop, doing bad things. I remember there's a speech he also speaks, advice he gave to somebody who came to him, a Hindu. He says, they've killed my daughter. They've killed my son. They've killed that. He says, do you know what? Go and take that person who killed your son, and take care of that child. Take care of it. And the guy was looking at him. He said, my enemy, I should go and take care of my child, the enemy, the child of my enemy who killed my child. I should go and take care of. You see, it wasn't something that the guy was ready to conceive, because it was too hard to swallow for him to go and take care of that man who killed his son. He should go and take that man's child and take care of that child like his own. What sort of thing was he asking him? It was very difficult. But the peaceful means is that you are not ready to fight back. You are not ready to have any vendetta to that person who did that bad thing to you. That was his method that he achieved independence. It worked. Now let's put it in practice in our everyday social life. They didn't understand it. Understanding was gone. You need a divine inspiration, the source by which we came about. If it is not God's will that we fight and do all those things, then he would have make it possible for what Rajiv Gandhi was doing to work. How? By tuning us. We are like machines. He would tune our brains to start thinking correct, because we are too fucked up. We are too fucked up, or they were too fucked up. If I have to use the word, excuse my words. If you are offended by it, don't worry. I use it easily because it's a word. I don't mind. It's just a word. It's a word expressing what I'm trying to say. Which this is today's language. They are fucked up in the brains, and that is the reason why they could not understand the ideals, that brought them that independence. I mean, if they do respected him, but they were not getting the picture that he had used to achieve that independence. That the enemy realized that I can't fight somebody who is not fighting back. And this person is knowledge making sense. That's how it is. Knowledge, logic, making sense. Logic can keep you surviving, can keep you achieve the aim you want to achieve. It makes sense. It gives you a right soul. It should rather bring harmonious love around your life. But that is not it, because many of us don't have logic. Many don't approach life with logic. Many do not embrace life with logic. And that is the issue that we face. These are the facts of life. These are the troubles that you and I are facing. This is why I am addressing all these things for you to consider and see the best way that you can really do or make the right choices, in life. It's right. Try it. Give it a go. You will see that what I'm saying does make sense. It makes real sense, because God talks about peace. I think there is a way that he can achieve that. There's a perfect way that he can achieve his peace. We don't have to struggle. But because it is man work, the dynamism of our life, the progress of our life, the dynamism of our progression has nothing to do with God or the divine inspiration. It is much more to do with our effort, our logical mechanism, enables us to, achieve and work the things the way we do. We are yet to discover how we became this way, or what makes us so much the person that we are, with the brains, with the thoughts, with all the things that we have. What makes us that? And if by knowing, some changes can be done, so that maybe through the food we eat or the tablets we take, it can tune us so that we will start thinking in a positive way. I think the science are doing a lot. If it comes to a point where people will be given drugs to make them think straight, people will do. But hopefully, I'm just hoping that nobody will take advantage of that and present some drug that will tame people's mind, in a sense that they can be used like the slave were used, like people were put into slavery. Some people can be dragged and be put into some drug that they function according to what the rules they give you, like a military commanding state, a soldier. When they tell you to do anything, you do it only because you have been dragged. There is some medicine that has been given to you, that your mind is now in a state of just being obedient to whatever your boss tells you. I hope that is not it, but I'm talking in the sense of a tablet that will correct whatever negativity thoughts that makes us not see the difference between what can achieve peace and what cannot achieve peace. What is violence and what is not violence. How we can see the true picture of the good things that we so admire. When it sort of brings something good to us, we admire, we hailed. Rajiv Gandhi was hailed by the country. They loved him. He's the man of the man. Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah was the man of the man. He achieved the peace through a very nice, way, even though there was a bit of violence in there. But somehow there was also a peaceful approach to it, and a few people were trying to be very violent to it, and somehow the independence came because there was pressure. Others believe in so many ways, compared to, as I said, Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. Malcolm X is the type that is very violent. He believed, from where he's coming from, you have to fight back. I don't know how he can achieve peace, but he believed in that sense he achieving the peace one-sided. He wants to get peace, so he believed that if he crushed the enemy, he will get peace. I mean, the Western world, or let's say I'm always using the Western world here. Don't be offended. I mean, this the fact. The rich countries, very successful countries, they are achieving their peace because they have the power to do so. They have overcome all their enemies. Russia is no more. Any superpower hasn't got any competitor. America hasn't got any competitor. Any country that is coming up with maybe nuclear weapon or money or whatever it is, they have to use a strategy to strike or undermine each other in some ways, and always there must be one. At the end of the day, what matters here is that all these countries that are very successful have got some means, either arms or money or something that makes them keep their enemies, or not their enemies, their neighbors, silent. And so it is not necessarily a peaceful world, because you can see that one way or the other, here and there, once in a while, you hear some violence, somebody angrily striking, seeing the unfairness in life. Because there is no true peace in the world we live in now. There is no true peace. You can accept it or reject it. There is no true peace in the world we live in. And since there is no true peace, there is bound, as I sort of suggest, I was not trying to predict that there will be violence because Bin Laden is dead, and the Muslim will have to necessarily rise and strike. I also give very good reasons why they don't have to strike back, because according to their own words and their beliefs and their standing, they don't have no reason to strike back. They should believe that it is even good that Bin Laden is dead, because he is going to heaven, because he fought the holy war, isn't it? So he was going to heaven, no matter who killed him. The peaceful means is not to fight back. That is what Rajiv Gandhi did. and he became successful. But after he did that, they went bizarre and started doing some different things. That's why I said he became fucked up. They do different things, and they got separated. Pakistan separate from India. So true.